1041 The Wolf. Good morning. It is Wednesday, 20 minutes after 7. Welcome to Behind the Badge. I'm Tim B. along with General Manager Bill Holst.
Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Bill. And our special guest today, Captain John Kraft from the Yankton Fire Department.
Morning.
Morning. This is sort of fun. Cause we weren't totally sure who we were getting this morning, and Bill said it was going to be fire department. I said, get a volunteer. Get a volunteer. And then, not only to get a volunteer, you got to volunteer with the captain.
Right.
I mean, we don't mess around here. We can bring in a volunteer, but we're bringing in Captain Volunteer, which automatically makes it better. How long have you been volunteering with the Yankton Fire Department?
I've been on the volunteer fire department for 24 years now.
24 years. And off the air, I was like, wow, that must make you the longest running volunteer. And I was quickly put in my place. I was wrong, right?
Yeah, there's one of our guys has got 40 years on, I believe. Brian Frick, been on for several years, and he's another one of our assistant chiefs, and does a great job for us as well.
Now, volunteer firefighting is a young man's game. 40 years of volunteering. I mean, does he just get to drive the truck and tell everyone else what to do?
No, he's pretty active in training and fireground activities. He's a very active member yet.
Okay, so then as a captain, 24 years, you get to drive the truck and tell everyone what to do.
Well, occasionally we get to drive. We get to, leadership role. You help to manage the fireground a little bit as well. So you kind of get to do a lot of different things.
How do you, so what's the process from volunteer firefighter to captain? I mean, what was that evolution like?
There's an application process that you go through to get on a hiring list basically for the captain spot, and then once one of those positions opens up, they just work off of that list. So if you express some interest in it, you try and work through a little extra training, try and get a little more involved ahead of time, and go through that selection process and hopefully get on the list and move forward.
Now, we were talking before we even got started here. The size of the community of Yankton, and yet the hybrid nature of the Yankton Fire Department. A couple of full-time paid firefighters, but the bulk of that team is volunteer. That's the backbone of the Yankton Fire Department. And it's amazing that it works the way it does and smoothly.
It is. It's a great organization, and we're lucky to have the folks that we have on our team now and over the years. It's a strong organization. There's a strong volunteer work ethic, I guess you'd say, in place here in Yankton. There's just always been an interest in being on the department from other folks in town, and we've never had a recruiting issue. We've always got young guys that are wanting to be involved, and it's that strong history, I think, that helps us as well.
So now, and this isn't even a spare question. When I got a full-time firefighter in there, it's like, what do you do in your off time? It's a more, you're going to get something good, but okay, what do you do in your off time?
My off time I work at Meridian Liquids. We're a propane wholesaler here in town.
Wow. I was going to do my Hank Hill impersonation, but it's too early, and I wasn't ready to say propane and propane accessories.
All right.
Okay, so what do you do in your off time after that? If you say grilling, I'm ending the interview right now.
No, the only thing I do volunteer with the Yankton County Ambulance as well. I've been doing that for about 15 years, so I'll take a couple of shifts there a week and help on the ambulance side as well.
So service is your middle name.
It is. Kind of grew up that way at home, and I'm from Wessington Springs, and my dad was a volunteer firefighter there for over 50 years. So, community service is something that was instilled in us as young folks. So.
And Springs, I used to be in that territory. So I was in Falkville.
Sure.
It's a ways away, but it's Wessington Springs. As long as you watch out for the folks from Marie Heights, you're fine.
Right.
You can get anything done. Well, Captain John Kraft, thank you for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
This has been outstanding. We got a long-term volunteer. General Manager Bill Holst, you get the final word.
We love to say thank you to our first responders. John, thank you for coming in. Thank you for your service.
You bet. Thank you.
Hope you'll come back.
I will.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, this has been Behind the Badge right here, 1041 The Wolf on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you tune in again next Wednesday. We do it all again because, that's what we do.